Welcome to another episode of the HopCast.
Oh, thanks for coming back, everybody.
As usual, I'm Brad Chmielewski.
Still can't Hunnemeder over here.
Special guest.
Yeah, we've got a gentlemanly gentleman in the house.
How you doing?
Hello.
Yeah. Shout out for gents.
This is Brad Stark.
Hey, I'm Brad.
And Brad has
He brought beer. We love when people bring beer.
yeah,
Beer.
he brought some beer. You were on the East Coast.
Yeah,
and picked us up.
I went on a trip through through Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and then through New York, and I picked up a whole bunch of stuff along the way.
Beer Venture.
Yeah.
And so these are from. This is Middle Ages Brewing.
Out of Syracuse, New York.
Syracuse, New York.
Yeah.
So and you brought a barley wine and a Russian imperial stout.
Yes, I have the Dragonslayer, Russian Imperial Stout, and the Druid Fluid is the barley wine. They're both 9.5%.
Yes. So
Some heavy hitters.
we are going to do this and then go drunk drive some whirly ball go-kart things. It's going to be quite a time.
Get some B-roll of that.
Yeah. So,
Nerd alert!
we love stouts. We love barley wine. We love hot. There's not much we don't like.
Oh, we like beer, so... And those fall in that category, which is nice.
Thanks. Yeah.
So we're having a hard time deciding which one we're going to do first on this. So we'll leave it up to you.
And we're going to leave it up to me. Okay, let's start with the barley wine. Let's
Okay.
start with the Druid Fluid.
Druid Fluid it is, the barley wine.
So that poured out pretty clear for the barley wine.
Yeah, there's a little haze to it, but it's fairly clear.
For sure.
It's got a nice amber color to it.
Yeah. It's like autumnal.
Yeah,
It's very autumnal.
it's very autumnal.
We got about a finger. Maybe, yeah. You got a little less than yours.
Yeah, a nice little head on this with some good lacing. It's kind of a creamy aroma. And how long ago did you pick this up? Do you know how much age is on this?
I grabbed this in July.
Okay, because
So
it
it's-
doesn't smell very green, you know.
It's at least a couple months old. Who knows how long it was sitting in the star.
Right. I mean, to me, it smells like it's got some age on it, which is probably going to be pretty good. Some nice melty flavors going.
You went in?
Oh,
I
Brad's
did.
jumping on
I
it.
jumped in. Sorry, guys.
Always happens. Okay. Typical
Wow.
barley wine
That's nice.
feel there. Sweet.
Boozy.
Boozy.
But it's not like Bernie boozy. It's just nice boozy.
It's warming. It's a warming boozy, you know?
Yeah.
Like you feel like your face just suddenly gets a little warm.
It's got a pretty nice hop bite to it.
But still kind of mellow
Mhm.
at the same time. So.
That could have to do with that age that we were talking about as well.
Now, is it odd not to see bottle conditioned barley wine?
I thought so.
I
Yeah,
think
we were
that's
noticing
weird, yeah.
when we were pouring it out that there's no yeast sediments in the bottom of the bottle, so it's not bottle conditioned, and we thought that was kind of weird. I mean, barley wines are usually something you kind of keep on, you know,
Just keeps
hold on
working.
to, and
You
yeah.
plan on aging them usually.
Right.
And without, the yeast sitting at the bottom of the bottle, it's not,
Not much else is gonna happen
no.
aside from your hop flavors
Yeah.
mellowing a little bit.
But if this is aged, it still has a nice hop
It does.
in there. So.
Mm-hmm. It is pretty hoppy. But it is it's fairly balanced too, because it's sweet like a barley wine should be.
I think it's solid.
Yeah.
It's solid.
And you know what? I had a barley wine. In a long time. It's been a long summer. I've been drinking a lot of the go-to session beers and all that kind of stuff. Nothing out there on the Brad scale, so. But we haven't done that in a while. Where would this come back in on your Brad scale, your Brad barometer?
Brad barometer.
Barometer.
89.
Okay.
Is that out of 100?
Yeah, yeah. Or whatever scale you want to
Okay.
attribute to yourself.
On
You could also piggyback on the Brad
on
barometer
my
if you want.
bradometer, on my bradometer, I'm gonna go a little lower. I'm gonna go 85.
What's yours out of? What does it measure?
I thought this was just a like, how is this beer 0 to 100? 0 being balls,
That
100 being the fountain of youth.
That's what people have nicknamed my homebrew. It's Ken's Ball Sweat Brew.
Oh, that's
Thanks, Matt. Shut up! I would put it. I'm right around there with you. I think I'm at like a 90, 91. So I dig it.
So what are you? What do you guys rate on your bradometer? What's
Mine is just overall what I think of the beer.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing.
Mine's kind of how many I can drink before that's enough.
Oh, so 89 before it's enough.
Not like 89 beers, but that would be quite a few.
Yeah.
Challenge.
Because I don't love it enough to keep drinking it.
Well, it's not. Yeah, it's just the style is not something you would
Doggy
necessarily. Well, yeah, you love that shit.
You don't hear the dog. That's it's in a class all
Shut
its
up!
own.
Shut up! He doesn't even know how to use the internet. He's not watching.
No, probably not. They do have a Twitter account though. I'm surprised.
They update every couple days. Brewing.
No.
Maybe like once a month, like festival. That's about it.
Drunk. Well, yeah, this is a really I enjoy this beer a lot, quite a bit, and something I've never heard of before. Middle Ages.
Yeah, Middle Ages. I'd never heard of them either, and then I went on the Beer Advocate, and I was in the store because I was at Beers of the World.
Shut up!
Beers of the World in what city was it? Rochester, New York, and they had just had aisles and aisles and aisles, and I spent like an hour going through all the aisles and
Something we've never done before.
and I picked up these because they had a lot of people were saying good things about them on the internet, so picked them
Yeah,
up.
really good stuff. I dig it.
And you're saying it's a husband-wife team?
Yeah, then I went on the their website, and it's a husband and wife team. It says that they brew everything by hand, like they don't use machinery to stir, or obviously they've got some sort of filtering system.
Yeah, if there's no yeast in.
So they're homebrewers at heart there.
Yeah. Doing things the old way.
It's
the middle-aged way.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
The craft beer of craft beers.
Yes.
Well, yeah, like this is a real good beer. Let's finish them up, and we'll move on to that Russian Imperial Stout that you brought.
Delicious.
Gone. Finished it.
Like that. It was it was good. It went down nicely, and now I'm very warm.
Yeah. It was not difficult to finish.
No.
No.
Nice hoppy American style barley wine, and with that we'll transition to the Russian Imperial Stout. What was it called?
Dragonslayer.
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 I like the name.
Yeah.
They've got like a whole Arthurian legend theme going on. Dragons, druids.
Nerd alert.
Well, enough talk.
All right, let's do it.
Let's crack it.
So once again, another second beer gives a lot of head.
Yeah. It's got a nice little fluffy head going on.
Kind of surprising for a Russian Imperial. I'm used to like a finger at most, or
just like a little trace of it. But it's pretty billowy, and I mean it's certainly dark, and it's got that.
It's a dark head.
Yeah, the caramel color of head going on.
Yeah.
Nice lacing.
it poured out kind of thin though. It
wasn't quite motor oil.
Yeah, I'm used to the motor oil style in the Russian Imperial Stouts, but it was very thin.
We'll see if that translates to the actual body.
What do you smell?
Nothing.
A lot of nothing.
It's not like an overpowering aroma. I get like a creamy, roasty type of thing.
Maybe my head's protecting it.
Yeah, that could be it. Head is beer, man.
Head is beer.
Well,
all right.
Let's give it a
Let's
try.
give it a shot. Now that there's less head, I smell more.
Yeah?
Out of mine.
Roasty.
Oh, yeah.
Almost,
like
especially in the aftertaste.
Yeah.
Almost smoky.
There's a little bit of smoke, and I get maybe they used a little bit of oatmeal in it, too. I'm getting a bit of that. I also get kind of like a dirty flavor, like in a good way. I always use like
Ken likes it dirty.
Like a really good hooker,
the awful
Ken?
adjectives when I'm like trying to say something that's positive.
This Russian Imperial Stout is like a really good hooker. It's kind of dirty. A lot of head.
And cheap.
But it almost tastes like they didn't. If there's coffee in there, they didn't use like a great roast for it. It sort of has like a burnt.
They just use it as generic.
Yeah, just
whatever coffee was in.
Yeah.
Do you think there's coffee in it? I thought that just might be the malt. You know, they use like a dark malt, like a.
I think I taste some coffee.
I usually
I think I
associate that roast with coffee.
And I think it's a little bit different than just a roasted malt. I could be totally wrong, but I think I do taste some coffee.
It's definitely like we were talking about the. It wasn't motor oily. It definitely has a lighter, I feel body to it than your Dark Lords or your Dark Bins.
Oh, for sure. And this one is actually pretty burn-like on the throat a little bit. I'm getting
It like
a little singe going on.
Comes up, and, like gets
Much
in your
like
mouth and then sneaks in.
the fire of a dragon.
Who are we gonna get to slay that dragon? Maeve, to the rescue!
Shut up!
Maeve comes in on her steed with her sword.
Like a Prius.
Her Prius.
The Civic Hybrid.
On my way, dragon! Back to the beer. Enough about slaying those dragons.
No, back to the dragons.
No one cares about the beer. They want to hear about the dragons. 9%.
9.5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 9.5.
But if I had to pick one, I'd pick the barley wine.
You like the barley one better? I don't know. I think they're I don't know. They're I mean, obviously they're different, but I think that they're both on the same level. But I might give the edge to the stout.
Look at that. This is biting words. Duo!
We're going to team up.
So what's it going to be, Brad?
Okay. It's like I got the devil on my shoulder.
Yeah.
I got the angel. I like the barley wine better.
You do?
I do, because I'm a big Russian Imperial Stout fan. I've got a closet full of the stuff just waiting for the winter to hit us.
Just break into his place.
Yeah, don't you dare. You don't know what closet. But yeah, I mean, I like Russian Imperial Stouts. I've had a bunch of them, and this one, it's a good Russian Imperial Stout. But I mean, it's not hitting that top tier in my opinion.
No, it's certainly not like world class or anything like that. No. But I think as you described it before, they're like, it's solid.
Yeah,
it's good beer.
It's solid beer. If this was a Chicago brewing company, we would be drinking the shit.
Absolutely, we would.
Yeah, but their distribution is Pennsylvania, Delaware. I think Delaware and New York. It's like very small.
Right.
So
well, it sounds like they have a small operation going. So
well, if they're doing it by hand, shit, they can
yeah,
keep up.
Yeah.
So kudos to them. They're making some good beers for sure.
Good job, Middle Ages.
Middle Ages. And I guess they just like at night go home and play Dungeons and Dragons.
I wonder if they're like LARPers.
Go cuddle. I think they might be LARPers.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
Honey, I've just been inspired to make a new beer.
+5 charisma.
It's the 20-sided die saison.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's nice. The D20.
I'll get behind that one.
Yeah.
But I don't know, good. If you're sick of Southern Tier out there,
And you're in the Delaware, New York, Pennsylvania area.
who's in Delaware?
Dogfish Head, I guess.
Oh yeah.
But if you got Dogfish
Sorry.
Head, yeah.
But yeah, they're certainly doing some good stuff over there. Thank you for bringing
yeah,
it.
thanks for
Something
bringing
Yeah,
it.
no
Yeah.
problem. You know,
never have seen before.
if I ever go back, I'll grab some different ones,
Cool.
and we'll have to do another one.
Sounds good.
Saison.
Yeah,
the
you
D20.
pick up some of that
Yeah.
D20 for us.
Sure.
That'd be great.
I know they do like an anniversary one, so
Okay.
like I think they're on 14 right now.
Well, as soon as they see this,
Oh, 14. So they've been around for a while.
Yeah,
14?
14th anniversary. Yeah,
Stone's only at 13.
13. Yeah.
Shut up.
Good for them.
Damn.
So cheers to Middle Ages.
No,
Cheers
I
to
just-
you, Brad,
Yes.
for coming on the show.
Thanks for being on.
Hooray for Brad's.
Yeah. It's a Brad celebration, and I feel left out.
It's a Brad party, and you're not invited.
Oh.
Alrighty. Thanks for joining the HopCast. Cheers, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you.
Woo.